Hello, I have to log in because frickin' DirectX crashed because I dared to click on Streamlabs. How dare I?
Welcome, Samikvt.
Hi, Sandwich. Hello. So, the intent is to play up at 14. Hopefully once I get it back up, it'll just automatically be captured. Hopefully. We shall see. But, hi. Yeah, so I'm continuing. Oh, it's storming there. Oh, dear. Yeah. It seems like it's been storming a lot lately. I wish we could get some rain. We have a fire going on. And I haven't seen the update on it, but last time I looked, they didn't have it contained very much because the weather's just been so dry and there's like no moisture in the air. It is raining a lot. Oh. Can we have some, please? Can you send us some of your rain? But yeah, so I think the last, I should be starting the last series of, post ARR MSQ. I feel like I'm the last patch. I should be starting the last patch pretty soon. I think.
Welcome, sound alerts.
I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but, yeah. Because technically, this last patch is, 2 parts. So, I don't know. No, is it not capturing anymore? What the hecky? What happened? Wait, no. That's the wrong. Why isn't it capturing anymore? Describe the scene to you. I mean, nothing's really. It's just the title screen at the moment, but that's not exactly helpful. I think because it crashed, it messed with Streamlabs, and now Streamlabs doesn't want to capture anything. Well, that's nice. And I don't want to have to restart stream because that's lame, and it's just gonna happen again. So let me see if it'll do display capture. Let's see if that works. Yes, that works. Okay.
Incoming ad break.
That's fine. I don't care at this point. It's kind of like my backup, my plan B at this point. But yeah. Oh god, no, I don't want to see the Dawn Trail trailer right now. All right. Yeah, hopefully I can finally finish out ARR tonight. We'll see. We shall see. There we go. I don't know why I feel a little sleepy. I had a hard time sleeping last night. I was up until like the morning basically because I couldn't sleep. And then I went to sleep really late. So maybe I did not get enough sleep, which is entirely possible. That just means I have to get more sleep tonight. something to make up for it. We'll see what happens. Soupy schooled us a bit and was. Yeah, they did. They're like, the fuck are you doing still up? But we were so into the librarian game that just couldn't stop. I did finish it though. I got I got my pizza that I was promised by Merlin, who talks like Donald Trump for some reason. But I got a pizza, even though I was not there of my own free will. I at least got a pizza for my efforts. Yeah, got addicted so easily. Well, that kind of game is very easy to like, at least for me, to get really, really into the point where I'm just like hyper focused on that, and I'm like, I get super locked in because it's I don't know, it scratches a specific type of itch in my brain. But yeah, okay, so let's see where they want me to go. Looks like they want me to go to Mordona, so I'm gonna go to Mordona. And I believe I have to talk to Minfilia. Oh shit, I forgot to turn this on. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Where is it? Chat booker. There we go. They're fucking not. Again! Again! I literally cannot click anything other than this game, or else it fucking crashes. I hate it. I hate it here. Oh no. God damn it. God, it's like being caught with my pants down.
Welcome, Minuas.
Anyway, let me scroll this. I need to quickly get this game back open. Shit! No, wait. I don't want game capture on right now. No, wrong one. Fuck. I'm like panicking now. God damn it. Ah! I don't need people to see my login and shit. Jesus. Ah! No, this keeps happening. I'm stopping because that pisses me off.
Welcome, Jamali.
Ugh. I hate this freaking PC. I don't know if it's my drivers that need to be updated or something, but like it's so frustrating, dude. Cannot run Streamlabs with anything because it freaking crashes if I have to like fiddle with Streamlabs. It is okay to spray. I've been having a bad day, okay? I accidentally logged out of my Twitch account and I cannot log back into it because they only send the like the two-factor authentication via text, and I cannot receive text right now. And yeah. I'm tired. I probably shouldn't have streamed today, to be honest, because I'm just so frustrated right now with everything. Okay. Third try. We just maybe buy a vending machine to put on the beach, and then she didn't use it. She just went home. She just wanted it for, like, decoration. Is that so bad? I just want to play the game. Yeah, I'm not fully, like, mentally here right now. I'm quite frustrated with stuff. And I have, like, a backlog of VODs I still haven't uploaded to YouTube, and now I can't because I can't get into my Twitch account. I am logged in the phone app, but I can't access my VODs through the phone app. It only shows me my clips, that's it. So yeah. Twitch needs to have other options for two-factor authentication, because I can receive emails just fine. I just can't receive texts. Anyway, I'm not gonna freaking touch anything anymore that isn't this game until I am done, because holy shit. Alright. Wait, what do you have? What is this? Oh. What? Oh, is this Wanderer's Palette? Oh, okay. Wait. Let me pick this up with him. I mean, this is not Tomberry King. Oh, yeah, it's because I did Wanderer's Palace the other day with Sam. I knew it. By the Onion, I've a fine gent for you looking for you. That is, he has an appetizing proposal on the table, and I think you should pay him a visit. He's one of the treasure hunters at Cap Bronze Lake, and he will, of course, be there with his partner. The two are inseparable, but I'll let them tell you more themselves. Well, off to Lenosha with you. Oh, okay. So I think that's just to unlock the hard version, which I'm not gonna worry about right now, because we're doing freaking MSQ. I still need to do, aside from that, I also still need to do, I need to finish the Crystal Tower raids, and I also need to, I need to do the Bahamut raids on this account, because I have not yet. Anyway. I forgot where we left off in the story, so I think we were dealing with stuff in Ishgard, and then now we're back over here. Minfilia is considering which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. Okay. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. Oh, okay, I think we fought Shiva last time. Yes. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Anya, in particular, is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. I guess so. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection. And none whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. When Brida's research is proceeding as planned? So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unresolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Anya, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his braves with theirs. It would do much to restore faith in the immortal flames if the warrior of light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Riel's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Oh, thank you. Well, that's one bottle down. Actually, I had to put some of these in the fridge today because it's been so freaking hot. Okay, let's talk to Riel. Depending on how long this is taking, I think what I might do is, you got your battle eggs ready to eat? Yes, they're even on my hotbar. They're ready. They're ready to go. But yeah, I think depending on how long things are taking, I might do the part 1 of this patch and maybe continue the Crystal Tower raids if I get lucky and can get in there with anyone. Pleasure as always, Anya. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for her. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for her benefit? Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons what found their ways into refugee hands way back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, or rather, purchased the sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Anya, doesn't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods. Savvy? Okay, Jack Sparrow. Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Anya? Yeah. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Everybody's just hanging out here. I'm not gonna talk to them about this. I'm trying to be timely with this. Alright, let's go to Highbridge. Just over here. Crystal Tower, yeah. I would also like to see if I can start the Bahamut raids before I move on to Heavensward, but I don't know. I'd need someone to just like brute force me through it. I did that for Sandwich, but I need someone to do that for me now. Alright. Chokibo. Ah, Anya, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a woman of your standing, and Commander Levieur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, 'tis only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Sure, I guess so. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Anya. Alright, bye. Actually, let me get in my chonky bow. There we go. It's a big bow, eh? Stupid, short ARR ceilings. There. And they're next to a fate. How convenient. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Extra meaty boy, yeah. He's a chunky boy. Alright, so it's there. Rather than jump off and hurt myself. Alright, who goes there? An adventurer? Damned fool, you should have never come here. I almost forgot my car. Cool. almost like 10 levels above them though, so they're not gonna pose me much threat. Oh my god. Relax back there. Oh, they're donezo. I don't understand. What's this all about? Ah! Oh dear. What happened? What happened? Well, they're just taking a nap. They're fine. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard, and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Levier would be most disappointed. Damn it all. A golden opportunity wasted. I like how he's blaming it on a subordinate, but like, where is the subordinate? It's like, methinks, you're full of shit. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of Duskwhite sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames of the brass blades. Alas, we are here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Not much of a shipment. It's like they brought you a box, a singular box. I will join the first in their hunt for the Duskwhite sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the third Yu Hase. He will take care of the rest. Alright. I'll just return to Ul'dah. To Ul'dah. Oh, my return is not Ul'dah. I forgot. My return is in frickin' Britannia. Okay. My bad. I forgot. Damn, it's looking really empty in Britannia right now. What the hell happened? Or maybe people are just taking a while to load in. It's not usually this bad. Wait, why am I on server time? I need to be on local time. There we go. Okay, well. Oh, yeah, there everybody is. I was like, holy shit. Can't be that empty. Alright, let me go where I'm actually supposed to go. There we go. Alright, where is Yuhase? Yeah, I think I'm just experiencing a lot of lag right now. Must be on the server's side, because I don't think it's on my side. I think. Who knows? Ethernet. Yuhase is around here. Okay. Right there. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthus. Now, what brings you to us this day? This thing. A box. A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, can it? Real stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly, Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of Uldan merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, you've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Time for the Fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the immortal flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. Okay, bye. Anya, a word, if it please ye. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't you worry. Okay. Thanks for indulging your request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I think. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the burn-in wall when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. Well, first this happened, and then this happened. That's not quite how the first told it. These dusk swipes they were chasing, latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started, and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, goddammit. We know he purchased those weapons. Huh. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I've a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, let's best get back to it. Anya, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Alright. Okay, return to the Rising Stones. Oh. I was like, wait a minute. It's taking a minute for things to load. Thank you for coming so quickly, Anya. We've a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications. Oh, is it, what's her name? Rising Chorus. Oh, are we doing that? Our guest is with the antecedent in the solar at present. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, shall we? Ah, Lucia. What's her name? And Ryonji and Membrita are here.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Oh, wait, no, that's not what I want. Right.
I believe the two of you have met.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. The Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm. Last night, the Dragon Star burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The old Curthan rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragon Star is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
After an absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Gallian fleet. Devoid of life, His corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity, even unto this day.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragon Star portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life. Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgardsormr had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgardsormr. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept? We knew you would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Turn that off. Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Riange stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of the Agrias, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Vilhasar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgardsormr, legendary guardian of Silvertear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waves of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silvertear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging the Agrias. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's cerulean engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at a great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. In that same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing ether from malms around. Yet a remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amaric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done, and precious little time to do it. Okay. We're gonna go see Grandpa Middy. Grandpa Midgardsormr. Hopefully people will be around to do this duty. Maybe. Where are they? Alright. Down there somewhere. Okay. Hell. There's like, do it in a chicken suit here. Rooster. I fell in. Hello, chicken person. You're in luck, miss. I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum's supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperately in need of spare parts and other equipment. So it's true then? The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Well, from here that seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrias, then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Alright, see if anybody will do Keeper of the Lake with me. Maybe. Oh wait, can I do this with the... Oh, I can do it with NPCs. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that then. Sweet. I don't gotta wait for anyone, I can just go. Big Midgard Summer. Alright, even though I'm not the tank, I have to go ahead because they won't move until I move, so... Codpiece Clipper, ow. Ouch. Alright, go. Big aggro, please. Same been so much. Oops. It's a big blue toad. Watching with living with Luna on top of me. Aww. Little Luna. How are you gonna take Bastion away from Luna? Aren't they bonded? Alright, here's our first boss. Oh, I forgot what to do with this. I just follow them. Fair enough. Ooh, I don't want to be in the tank buster. He hits Luna when he's mad. Abusive BF. Oh wow. That's not very nice. Actually, saw a kitty today outside on our porch. We've lately there've been like a family of ducks hanging out in our yard, and my mom put out one of the old dog beds for them to kind of nest in if they want. But I think the cat was like, "Oh, for me?" So I caught the cat in the dog bed. But then he took off like he had some other shit to do. I didn't get to go out and try to pet him or anything. Heal me. That's what it really sounds like to me. Heal me. Heal me. Well, that's annoying. They're all kind of spread out because they're, well, this guy's a caster, so he's kind of away from everybody else. So that's kind of annoying. Also, he's targeting me for some reason. Oops, oops, I didn't mean to stand there. Ah. Oops. Target. Almost to Midgard's armor.
Incoming outbreak.
I appreciate the gunship making it easier for us to get around.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
Sorry, Grandpa. I didn't know you were taking a nap.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Alright. See if I remember the mechanics of this. Granted, they're always changing the mechanics of old stuff, so could be completely different from how I remember it, for all I know. I think this one in particular changed quite a bit. Smaller dragons, you gotta be careful because they do line AoEs. I can't hydrate at the moment, but thank you. Oops, I fucked that up. And blue dragons, yeah. They're colorful. Alright. Draftborn. Yeah, might as well limit break, whatever. There we go. So, like, honestly, Savage, if you ever doing stuff by yourself and you're like, you don't have anyone with you to do duties with, just go in with a party of NPCs and it's pretty easy. That way you're kind of, you can go at your own pace and kind of learn as you go. And you basically, you know, to follow the, like, I would say, like, since you're DPS, just always follow the other DPS to see where they stand, to kind of learn where to stand during certain mechanics, like AoEs and other stuff. It's a good way to learn, and if you fuck something up, nobody's gonna give you shit for it because they're just NPCs. They're not gonna hassle you. The only thing that sucks is you can't do it when you're with another person. Like, it's either you go with a party of actual players or you go with NPCs. You can't kind of mix the two.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Oh.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. He's like, I see. Meow 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 meow.
Guided by a star. My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn. Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive.
He's anonymous? What?
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution. I rise to join in the chorus. Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield.
I'm not
This
dragon, yeah.
frail, ignoble creature is not
Scientology.
gifted, but
No
chosen.
Scientology.
Hearken to me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
Well, at least he gave consent.
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Whoa. Hey, wait. Why did you gotta get the ponzu shot in there? My Jolly Ranchers. What are you doing? What are you gonna do to my Jolly Ranchers? Oh no! My Jolly Ranchers, what have you done? Now they have no flavor. Took all the flavor from my Jolly Ranchers. Well, ain't that some shit?
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
He's like, I took away your OP hacks. Now he's
The
tiny.
covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait.
You know, you're much less threatening in this form, but yeah. I always like imagine that my wall would like try to dress him up in little like outfits like he's a fucking cat. And he's just like, no. But he just deals with it.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will. Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life.
I hope you got consent before you did that.
When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice. The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
You may summon Midgard Stormer by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide under character in the main menu. Yay! I got my favorite minion now. Let's put him on, shall we? Yay! And now sometimes he'll sit on my shoulder. But yeah, I like how now, from now on in the MSQ, he's just gonna kind of like pop up every so often just to neg you. Like, just out of nowhere. He's just like, what are you doing? Alright, I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Oh, but you shouldn't waste your time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you will return to the Rising Stones at once. Alright. What? She could dress him up, right? Put little bow tie on him or something. Little hats. Make him look like a little distinguished gentleman. Okay, before I go in there, I wanted to check something real quick. Okay, so there's like a few more quests that I have. Oh yeah, so I have a couple quests and then I'll have a trial. And then, yeah. So then I think what I'll do is I'll finish out part 1 of this patch and see about continuing Crystal Tower. Let me see where I left off on that. Crystal Tower. Circus Tower. You're going to enter Circus Tower, Galatia, anyway. Oh, so it's already unlocked. I just gotta do it. That's, I believe, the second part? Maybe? I believe so. Yes. Okay. I don't know, I forgot. Anyway. Storms are over. Oh, okay. Good. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Amaric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. You conversed with Midgardsormr? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has, in sooth, lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Aymeric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardsormr in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Aymeric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you are not telling us, Anya? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important. He unflavored my Jolly Ranchers, and I'm very upset about it. 12-4 Fiend! Midgardsormr stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? Alright. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsormr did made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althig and Nymea, Brother Time and Sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. See, he's coming out to neg me! Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Just shows up to judge me like a cat.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale. I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
The Ishgardians have warded the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such a time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do not to observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ere I forget, I believe Brita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume that there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? Silk Paw litter box is logged in. What? That's crazy. Did you eat your battle egg? Oh, I forgot to eat my battle egg when I did Keeper of the Lake. Oh well, that's okay. I'm pretty over leveled for this for this part of the MSQ anyway.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Rita is gonna go.
Please tell me you're
Shut up.
joking.
You be
God's
quiet.
sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white auricite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source. And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out. Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals. Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Oh, Realjay.
Though you have become a
down
crystal
bad.
brave, you are yet a scion, Alfino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the crystal braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you. Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well, and be safe.
Okay. It would seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilrid will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at our headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? Oh, terms. We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Lamine travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Science's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary that my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Oh my god. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way then? Alright, you dorks, you go on ahead. Alrighty. Oh, I go to Northern Phanelin, so... there. Commander Levier sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can't handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand... The Flames' reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Rabon's Push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelston, so that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Corporal Mori, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draughtsmen, you see, have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. Excuse me. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. Those boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. I've been keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and 'twould seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the Castrum are too few in number and to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. I have apprised your fellow Scions of the situation, and I am heartened to know that they will be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Alien and lend your much welcome strength to the counter-offensive. Okay. Everybody's here. Glad to have you with us, Anya. As I am sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum. Their main column assembles to the north near Delamit's Challenge, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilberd. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bids you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. It would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans. A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scions shall join the 4th and give battle to this main column. You're with the 3rd then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Uyuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. That far away. Trying to look at the person. A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you are around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force you've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all those would-be raiders. And seeing as you're an army unto yourself, I have assigned you to your own areas to scour clean of enemy soldiers. This will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Alright. And let's kick their butts henceforth. Ah. What? I didn't even hit the stupid earths, right? You seem grim, Scion. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. That would be correct. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I ever had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. If I never had to tussle with another of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Alian know the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Corporal Mori, what news of the Garleans? Their raiding parties are no more than? Excellent. The Amashina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Elian has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadan lady with the large axe. 'Twould appear she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Thanalin is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sword such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know, as Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
I can believe that.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
She senses me. A useful talent.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth.
Labriel is
Meddler.
my least liked Ascian.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger. Oh!
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
A little nagging dragon
Oh,
took my
dear.
frickin' Jolly Ranchers.
Could
Okay.
it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's
Dude,
right hand.
Don't be grasping your staff here in front of everyone. Yeah, at least you go to your shadow realm.
What did that bastard want with us? Nobrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Okay. It's chicken again. I guess chicken is doing the same stuff. Because chicken always seems to be there when I come out of a cussing. Oh. Fuck off. Alright. Back to the Rising Stones. You're here. Master Louis Saw's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now.
You too.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
Ugh, gross.
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the
Incoming
next
outbreak.
rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
will not harm her!
Oh.
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Well, he just kidnapped her. And then he gave my other friend a tummy ache. What a jerk.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Oh, okay. Right into it then. Now, unfortunately, I cannot do trials with NPCs, so... Gosh, I don't even know if I'm gonna... Well, it seems to be a lot of... Brita, are you okay? Where do we go? Alright. Thank you, Jammer. Alright. I'll have to see if, seems to be a lot of people doing this particular part of the MSQ, so maybe we'll all kind of get in together. 11 minutes, and I'm DPS. I'm not feeling great about it. There's a lot of spots to fill, so it needs to be a full party. Ah. Hold on. I'm gonna ask a novice network, but I don't know, I tend to get ignored all the time, so... yeah. I got second ads for a bit and they ended and I was like, oh my god, this dude is still talking, but then he left. Yeah, Assassins like to talk a lot. Anyway, sure, Anya. You... Oh, okay. Cool. Let's get them in here. Invite to party. I should probably stick it in Party Finder, so it makes it easier for people to join. Trial. City completion. Can't select the objective with party composition. Proceed anyway. Why not? Okay. Oh, because I have to change it into a crossbow party. Okay. I guess. I don't trust the Archbishop of Ishgard. You know, I don't blame you. He's kind of a evil-ish looking pope of sorts. I'm not very optimistic that I'm gonna get a party for this. This is the one thing that sucks about trying to do MSQ on stream, is that, like, we're gonna be waiting a long time for people. Although, what is nice is that I don't know if it's not gonna be changed until Evercold or before then, but at some point, I come up with a sec. Okay, I put it in Party Finder, so just if you look at Party Finder under Trials, it'll be called the Chrysalis. But yeah, so eventually they're gonna make it so that crossbow parties, I think, will be like cross data center parties now, or something like that. So like it won't just be in that particular data center. Like you can actually, anybody from any data center could join the party, which will be super helpful for duty completion. I don't know when they're gonna be implementing that. They did talk about it at FanFest though. Oh yeah, if any I am in Dynamis Halicarnassus, if anyone's around and would like to help. We need a full party to do it. Meanwhile, Marita's just freaking bleeding out or something in the back. I'm sorry, Marita. I'm sorry. Wait, what party are you forming? If you go under Party Finder, under trials, it's called the Chrysalis. So just click on that and then join the party. There you go. I'm wondering if I should have made it unrestricted, but oh well. I don't know if I can change that, or if I would have to remake it. Not that it would help, really, in this case. Unrestricted would kind of bring more people, in my opinion. Yeah, probably, but I don't know. Let me check if I can change it. Edit. Unrestricted party. There we go. My changes. I feel like if we could at least get, like, a tank, like one more person that's a tank, we probably would have enough. We can just go in like this, I think. Or you may not even need a tank. There you go. Oh, we almost have a full party anyway. Fish is gonna carry, believe it. Yeah, who's gonna go in as Fisher? Unable to participate in duty while looking for party. But using the party finder? Yeah. Yes. Join. Uh-oh, who doesn't meet the requirements? Following requirements not met. One player is 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 DPS. Oh. Shit. Okay. Party confirmed. Okay. It was me. I flubbed something. That was my bad. I'm sorry. Touch her, you freak, you weirdo. You uggo. Well, that was, secret asshole. Fuck you, Navarellis. You suck. That was, quite fast. Yay! I helped! Thanks. Yeah, it was nothing. It really was nothing.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
Ruh-roh. There he goes. Or he's trying to go.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
Oh, shut you and your mutton chops up.
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
You suck. Get in the bottle.
What trickery is this? No. No! You cannot! No!
Sucks to suck.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free! Concentrate! Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
She's like, haha, yeah, that was funny. I remember that, that was funny.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Let him escape, start
Oh,
yapping
damn it.
again, right?
So much ether. And it still isn't
Stay in the
enough.
crystal, loser.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Good luck with that.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now the choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You daft old coot.
She gonna be like, do it!
Moonbreeder, no!
We're gonna make
You
Urianger
mustn't!
sad!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Well, not anymore, bitch! Bye!
Moonbreeder. She's
nice
gone.
timing there. She's gone and she left her. She took all the baguettes with her.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
And dumbass Anya in the background like, the staff is your friend? I'm confused.
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minthelia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady.
All.
The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice, was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louis Soir I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louis Soir hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louis Soir's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Ah, poor Rianze. I remember when Final Fantasy was just pixels, right? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oops. Never have I seen Rianze so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlian Manor to celebrate Moonbreeda's life and mourn her passing. Oh, whatever. Okay. I think this is the last one for this patch series, and then for the part 1 of this patch series, and after this I will attempt to get into Circus Tower. Maybe. We'll see what happens. As Moonbreeda was a native of Charlian, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? 'Tis a monument found at Rathfrost, and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There we shall pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Rathfrost. I can remember where that is. Is everybody gone from here now? Oh yeah, everybody's gone. Okay, that shows me on the map. There's here in Mordona. Somewhere here. Oh yeah, it's right here.
Forgive me, Moonbreeda. Had I been quicker or wiser, But I was not. And you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Oh, here he comes.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Sure. Whatever you say, Grandpa. Alright. Where the hell is that? Oh yeah, I'm definitely going the wrong way. Look, we're not gonna be a little confusing. Even after all this time. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yea, Mary is in a task now. Yeah, nice. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Anya? Alright, so I'm not gonna pick up the next quest quite yet. Oops. 'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louis Saw and Brita, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, the reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Anya. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. Victory won on the lost. To honor the fallen living, forge ever on towards the light of the new day. over here for now, and let me actually check if anybody is running a circus tower currently. Otherwise, I could try it in duty roulette and hope that it it's a circus tower, but often it's not. It's like the first one, Labyrinth of the Ancients or whatever. But I'll check. Raids. Nope. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know that. Can you? I don't know if you can do alliance raids on Sync. I think you can. I think you can. Maybe? You can do normal raids unsynced. Well, I'll put up a party finder and see what happens. We are gonna do Circus Tower. Unrestricted party. Room. Yeah, once people get in, I'll see if I can switch it to unrestricted. If I, or unsynced if I can, then cool. Finally can eat something. Oh, that's good. I don't want to set that to Alliance. Oh. Did I do something wrong? I'm always doing something wrong! Set to Alliance? How do you set it to Alliance? Sorry, I don't use Party Finder very often, so I don't quite know what I'm doing. Alliance. Oh, Alliance. Oh shit. I can't anymore. Why? That's so weird. Why is it like that? Okay. Let me... I guess I'll... How do I delete it? And... Okay, let me try that again. Crew members, Alliance, Circus stuff. Unrestricted. Okay, there we go. Dino Nuggies! Oh, I ran out of Dino Nuggies. I have no more Dino Nuggies. being so dire and dynamis that you need to be up for circus. Yeah, well, yes, at this time, yes. This late at night, yes. Yes. They were letting me find that for... Six Tower specifically, too, I mean... Show a weeknight. Not even just say drink prime time, it would be so fast. True! But during this time, it is especially impossible, it feels like. So 4 people. Oh, that's the way Alliance raids work. I know it'll be much better when they introduce cross data center parties. I'm saving Raubon, I'll be there in a sec. Okay. It'll be under Raids, Circus Tower. You can join whichever alliance you want, it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. There they are. I don't know how I won't be able to see what level they are. That's okay. course, we always need like at least a couple people in each alliance, even instinct, because the way alliance raids, they'll like separate you out, and you'll have to like each alliance has to do their own thing. I can specifically do what I'm saying. So yeah, once you're ready, Sandwich, and join, I'll get us queued. Because everybody else is a high enough, because it's unsynced, they're high enough level to basically speed run this. Probably join Alliance C. That way, there's two of us in each one. Once I do that, and the next little story part of that, I will end the stream for the night. And then I think next week will be maybe if I can get people to speed run me through the Bahamut normal raids series. I would like to do that because the story part of it is interesting, and I kind of wanted to have the opportunity to do that at the appropriate time, as opposed to like post Endwalker by the time I did it. And then before this, I won't do this on stream, but I will continue my Dragoon stuff. So, because I want to go into Heaven's Word as a Dragoon, which is like cannonball behavior. Going to start Heaven's Word, become a Dragoon in Heaven's Word, and then Stormblood, you become, I guess, either a monk or a samurai. People usually pick samurai though. I like samurai. It's a good melee DPS. Then Shadowbringers become a Dark Knight. Endwalker is Paladin, weirdly enough. I don't really get why, but it is. And Dawntrail is a Viper. I'm curious to know what the new Evercold jobs are gonna be. Should be 2 new jobs. I think they said. Did they say what they were? Like, not specifically what jobs were, but what type of job they were. Like, I feel like one was a. Was it a tank and a ranged DPS? I can't remember. Because, well, Dawn Trail was a melee DPS and a magic DPS. Endwalker was a healer and a melee DPS. Okay, we're ready. Let's do this. Okay, I'm still on understanding. Cool. And then Circus Tower. Where are they? Going to the middle. Music in here is peak, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, let me eat my egg before I forget. There we go. I'm all egged up. Oh wait, I don't think I get experience if we're in sync. Never mind. That was pointless. That was utterly pointless. I guess I'll get poetic, so yeah. And they're all dead. Sweet.
Incoming outbreak.
Alright, well, she dead. Bye, Scylla. Remember how these boots looked? Are they ugly? Gotta try on. Yeah, I don't like them. Hold fast. Bergen. Bye, loser. I'll say the good clothes are in the last part of this alliance road. Oh wait, was it this one or am I thinking of a different one? I might be thinking of Void Arc actually. I do like the Void Arc ones. Down here, you dragon. Oops, I didn't mean to grade that. Alright, cool. Zonde. Fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. Absolute darkness draws nigh, and will be unleashed and shall blah blah blah. I'm gonna get in there and he's gonna be dead. Yep. Oh, stop water. Oh shit. Oh shit. How do I get off? Oh, people died. Alright. Oh, here we go. Alright, well now he's done. I didn't even do anything! Life is a circus. It sure is. Congratulations, I did nothing. Circus tower complete! I don't understand how you guys died. Took full party stack alone? Oh, maybe that's what happened? Oh, Amon's goofy pants. I'll pass on those. I'll try to get the Onion Knight though. Yeah, he's just minimal. Oh, I get, what did I get? Oh, I got the Castrian Wall. Somebody else got the Onion Knight. That's fine. Well, I don't want the rest of this shit, so I'll just leave. Oh, I did not want that. Alright. Anya. Rahatia. You did it. You defeated Emperor Zonde. Sure I did. Yeah, we'll just say I did. Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable, that's a word, indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Anya Mori. With Emperor Zonde now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. What are you up to, Nero? That's basically what it said. What are you playing at, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garlon, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Circus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. That distortion? What is it? The power that Zonde sought to obtain comes from the Void, the world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. Yet another empirically inclined nation that likes to use Voidsent for, and the Void in general, for some kind of power. Looking at you, Mock. In exchange for their allegiance, Zonde entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Voidsent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Uni and I believe we can annul it. By his blood, Zonde sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga. Finally, we may fulfill our promise, our purpose. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The Covenant is everlasting. Uh-oh. My tummy hurts. Brabant have a Lalafell son. He was adopted, remember? And so Mericidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Allegan rule. Man, I hope we eventually get to go to Mericidia. I thought we would in Evercold, but I guess that was not. When are we going to Mericidia? Is my question. We'll know about Mericidia for forever and learn all these things about Mericidia, and we never go. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid. An endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. Anya, pull yourself together. Is there no end to them? What in the Seven Hills is happening? Ugh, not now, damn it. Like they're weak, but there's a shit ton of them. Narrow, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I did not put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A void scent, and no ordinary one at that. Doga! Uh-oh. Got sucked into the Voidusy! Oh no! Confound it, without them there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine! Well, in you all go now. Narrow! Bye. The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the Find and consult Rambrose. Alright. You know what I need to do more of on my regular account? I need to do more Eureka Orthos. I've barely
It's
done
delicious sandwich viti.
any of it. And I also haven't even started the other one, the newer one that's in Il Meg.
Are refreshing. Thanks,
I have
sandwich
a lot of
viti.
things I still need to do on my main account. Thank you. It's hard to find people that'll do deep dungeons with you, though. Because of the way they are, where you have to have, like, the same party. Otherwise your save doesn't, you have to make a separate save file every time you, go in with a different party. All this happened within the tower? Gods preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate, of this I'm certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Xande sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though void scent can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission. A mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. He grasps his odd eye like he's a frickin' Chinibyo. That's kind of funny. he's got the Chinibyo eye. So long as Xande's Dark Covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Graha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with Aleg. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. I, and that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. I need to save my ex-husband, even though we're not on the greatest terms. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Anya. Mark my words. Alright. Alright, I'll leave that there. Since that's where that ends. And yeah, I think I've been streaming about 3.5 hours. I think this is probably a good place to stop for now. But yeah, I think next week I might do 2 FF14 streams next week. Sandwich is not going to be able to stream next week because she has to take the week off for recovery from her surgery that she's having. So, in light of that, I might add some more days to my stream week next week. But before that, the last one for this week will be on Saturday. We are playing Flock Around, which is a cute looking little bird watching co-op game. And I'll be playing that with Sandwich. And yeah. So actually I'm going to get out of the game. Alright, well, whenever it's ready, they'll let me out. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and screen for now. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I don't know if there's anyone streaming right now. Let me check. And do this properly. I'll just go ahead and end. But yeah, see you guys on Saturday for Flock Around with Sandwich. And have a good night. Have spooky dreams. Drink lots of water. Thank you. See you guys. Bye bye.